road down. Of course, the entire time I thought I was going the wrong way. Coming down, there's some water crossings, lots of rocks, and here it is. Here is Flat Camp. The rangers down in Grey Eagle told me that right now there's no bees, no bugs, no bears, but right now here there's a bit of bugs, and I've already collected a couple of bees on the trip in here, so I'm just going to assume there's bears. There's the water right there, and of course I didn't bring my swimsuit. It's probably stupid cold anyway. Trying to figure out a good spot where I'm not going to die in the middle of the night. Something falling down on me, but I don't know. That kind of looks like as good a spot as any. Alright, here we are into night one. I didn't film anything, but I went down to the creek, filled my boots, went down to the creek, filtered a gallon of water. I brought an empty spring water gallon container, crunch them down, stick them in the pan here, so blow it back up, filter a gallon of water in, and then I set up my tent, cleared out, basically did chores. Cleared my fire area. Probably should get my fire permit out. Looks like the kind of place people might actually come and check. So when I got here, I started clearing stuff up, and a truck came down, and I ruined some girl's first solo camping trip. She was hoping nobody would be here. I told her that, don't let me scare you off. There's plenty of room here for more than one person. There's plenty of room here for 4 or 5 camps, but I understand one other guy here. If she's trying to solo camp, it's a bit weird. So anyway, here's my living room / dining room. Got the river right here. Got the fire going because there's a lot of mosquitoes. I'm already kind of getting eaten up. It shouldn't be too bad though. I'll take a Benadryl or half of one before I go to bed. So I got that started, got my gallon ready, got my tent set up for my little, my own Ewok village. I got my bear spray ready, even though there's probably not any bears, I like to tell myself. But either way, I'm going to be cooking away from where I'm sleeping, and I'm not really cooking. I've got freeze-dried foods that I'll boil in a bag, and then I can rinse the bag out, and everything will be nice and tidy. Anyway, this is home for the night. Night one. This is day 2. Got a spot in Big Elk Campground, Big Elk, and it's a lot different than the other one. It's still a little indoor-ish, especially on the way in, but it's just a basic, no services campground, pack in, pack out. $10 each night, but there's bathrooms, so that's a plus. There's also running water right next to the campsite. So far the mosquitoes are about super small fraction of what they were at the other place, but water's right there. I was able to take a quick douche off when I first got here, washed all the dirt off. I've got bug bites all over the back of my neck, all over the back of my elbows. I don't know what it is about my elbows that they loved so much. Maybe that was the first thing that was exposed. But yeah, so this is home for the night. I'm a couple of miles down a dirt road outside of a small town outside of a small town. So it's really nice here. There's trees growing out of the dirt, there's plants growing on the trees, there's moss growing on the plants, and then there's plants growing on the moss, growing on the plants, on the moss, on the trees, or something like that. But there's definitely worse places. But my sleeping bag is lofting up. I'm going to eat and have a beer before I blow up that air mattress. Literally just got off the bike, peed, setting up the tent. Oh, food time. Howdy and welcome. This is, I forget which night this is. This is Wednesday night. I lost track. I stayed in a hotel in Beaverton, Oregon, and I stayed in a really cool bed and breakfast in Roslyn, Washington, aka Sicily, Alaska. So it kind of broke up the whole camping video kind of a thing. So had epic rides today. Went from Roslyn down, I don't even know the routes that I took, but more direct forest road routes from Roslyn south. Actually I took Highway 10, which is under construction, so it was gravel. I've got some video clips of that. Just looks like this. Thankfully I was able to cut off from there in the middle of the construction and head south through farming roads, and went down through to the Dalles and up to Sun River in the Columbia Gorge. Super windy, but still super awesome. And now I'm here at Whispering Falls Campground, just outside of Detroit, Oregon. And I've got this cool little pad back here, a mossy pad down a little trail right here from the rest of the camp spot. I got spot number 13. Spot number 14 next door is absolutely huge, but they're not going to show up for a couple of days. Video note, look for next time, if 13 is not available, 15 is also very, very cool. It's not as spread out as this one is. It's more minimalist, but just as cool. Set up slightly differently, but I got the entire the entire parking spot. It's a back end spot that I believe has enough room for a motorhome or something, and it's just it's just me and the KTM. Even especially maybe because nobody's there. If somebody was there, it'd be different. But because this spot is open next door, this is totally private. I mean, I change out of my riding gear. I could be standing here naked if I wanted to, and everything would be fine. I'm on this nice mossy road. I got some sun views through the trees. There's the next neighbor over there, which I have to walk past to get to the restroom. But the highway is right there, but mostly quiet. The occasional traffic, but it's not so bad. In the background, there's it's called Whispering Falls, but it's kind of a I don't know, a rocky stream, rocky river, so you're always listening to it going. It's starting to get dark. It's actually pretty, I think it's pretty late. It's got to be approaching 9 o'clock. It is, 8:49, and I've been holding out on starting the fire because I didn't bring my own firewood, and it says no wood collecting. So thankfully, I was able to wander next door, and there was a couple of half-burnt logs in the fireplace that I was able to use my axe, practice with my axe that I brought. I was able to bring the axe in my duffel with my tent and all that, so it fits perfectly. It was an awesome purchase, but I was able to use that and split the wood up nicely. So that'll burn up once I get the twigs and the other stuff going. It's not going to be a raging fire by any means. I don't have the time or the energy to stay up for that. Basically, just a little bit of warmth, a little bit of light, and not that there's many bugs, but I have caught a few mosquitoes. Maybe hopefully get rid of the rest of them. But yeah, not a bad spot. I really like the moss. I've got something about moss. Up in Portland, there's a lot of moss. Up in Washington, there was a lot of moss. In Roslyn, up in that area, which also I hear there's a lot of good mountain biking. So why does it have to be so far away? So this is it. Wednesday night. I can't remember what day that is on the trip. I started Saturday, now it's Wednesday. You do the math. I'm not going to. I'm going to finish my beer and start a fire. Maybe I'll give you some fire film if it looks cool enough. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.